Greetings to all the learners. I am Faculty of Science in SRN International School, Jagatpura, Jaipur. Dear learners, today we will be studying about a very important chapter in class 10th biology, that is life process. Life process comprises of basic systems such as transportation in plants and animals, the mechanism involved by the molecules of diffusion, will understand osmosis and active transport, and will also understand the importance of blood as a medium of transport. We will also study about the structure of the human heart, the different parts of the human heart such as arteries, veins and capillaries, and we will also be studying about the different disorders of the circulatory system along with the transportation mechanism, that is xylem and phloem in the plants. So let us start with life process. So in the picture you can see, dear learners, there is a semi-permeable membrane and we have got molecules of solute and solvent. So here the molecules move in and out of the cell through the cell membrane. The cell membrane is selectively permeable to substances, which means that it permits only a certain amount of substances through it. This is the meaning of selective permeable membrane. The movement of molecules takes place by diffusion, osmosis and active transport. Let me tell you, dear learners, active transport is a mechanism where energy is involved in the transportation, whereas passive transport is that transport in which no energy is involved. Let us now study about mechanism for movement of molecules. Diffusion is the movement of gaseous particles basically from higher concentration to lower concentration. So it is the movement of particles or molecules from a region of their tremendously higher concentration to comparatively lower concentration. For example, during respiration, oxygen-laden air in the lungs being at a higher concentration moves into blood capillaries having lower concentration. That is, you all know the mechanism of inhalation and expiration of CO2. Now let us study about mechanism for movement of molecules. Movement of molecules is brought about by the process of osmosis. So osmosis is the movement of water molecules from a region having more water to a region having less water molecules when separated by a semi-permeable membrane. Semi-permeable membrane is also selectively permeable membrane. So the movement of water molecules takes place from hypotonic to hypertonic in the case of osmosis. Or I can also say the movement of water molecules takes place from dilute to concentrated. Let us now study the mechanism for movement of molecules in active transport. As already told, active transport is that mechanism in which energy is being utilized in the movement of molecules. Let us now study transport of materials in human beings. In the body, majority of animal substances are transported from one part of the body through the other by the blood. So the blood is the biggest carrier molecule in the body. Thus blood is the tissue for transport and circulates throughout the body. Blood transports nutrients, respiratory gases, hormones and waste material from one part of the body to the another. Let me also tell you, dear learners, the blood is the biggest connective tissue in the body. Now, transport of material in human beings. Circulatory system, which was given by William Harvey, is actually the transportation of blood in the different parts of the body. Human circulatory system consists of centrally located muscular pump, that is the heart, blood vessels which are tube-like structures which are connected to the heart. Transport of materials is done by different parts such as arteries, veins and capillaries. Among them, arteries are having the biggest lumen and capillaries have the smallest lumen. Now let us see what is an artery. They carry blood from heart to various parts of the body. Veins, on the other hand, bring blood to the various parts of the body to the heart, whereas the capillaries, they are thin vessels between the arteries and the veins. The capillaries allow the exchange of material between blood and the tissues. Let us now study about the human heart. So before telling you about the human heart, dear learners, let me tell you that who did the first heart surgery. The first open heart transplantation was done in South Africa in the city of Cape Town by Dr. Christian Barnard. Heart is a powerful muscular organ lying between lungs in the upper part of thorax of our body. It is four-chambered, that is, two right and left auricles and two right and left ventricles are there in the body. The human structure of the heart is actually made up of muscle cells that are also called as cardiac muscle fibers, and the contraction and relaxation of the heart is called as systole and diastole respectively. In 1 minute, the normal human heart beats for about 72 minutes. The functions of the human heart. A large vein, that is vena cava, collects impure or deoxygenated blood through the veins from all parts of the body and empties into the right auricle. Auricle and atrium is one and the same thing. At the same time, vein from the lungs brings oxygen-laden blood to the left auricle. At the time, four chambers of the heart are relaxed. Then the auricles contract and impure blood from the right auricle enters the right ventricle, and is purified blood from the left auricle enters the left ventricle. The walls within the heart prevent the backflow of the blood back into the heart. Now the functions of human heart. Now the ventricles contract while the auricles relax. That's why it is called as double circulation, because the blood is going into the auricles and ventricles at the same time. Blood to be purified is transported to the lungs from the right ventricles through two pulmonary arteries. The oxygen-laden blood from the left ventricles gets pumped into a large artery called as aorta. If it is being asked in the competitive examination which particular artery has the maximum pressure, so the answer is aorta. It carries oxygenated blood to all parts of the body. The veins bring impure blood to the heart and the arteries take the pure blood away from the heart. But there are two exceptions. That is, I'll give you a trick, dear learners. Wherever you get the word pulmonary, the function is reversed. Thank you. And now, if you really like the video, please share and subscribe the video. And I'll be coming with more important and interesting videos in the next session. Till then, have a blessed day. Goodbye.